Okay, we're sitting here on Whitney Ranch. I got another road here to show you. Ahead of us is what my grandpa used to call Live Oak Park. Looks like Dead Oak Park now, but back in the old days that was all covered with live oaks. Nice and shady and cool right along Whitney Creek here to the left, with all the fig trees and willow trees have taken over. And the cows used to lay out there after their busy day of foraging and watering, catch a few Z's before going back to foraging and watering. Cow's life is a busy one. So we're sitting on the newer road that the Department of Forestry put in sometime back around the 40s, 50s, 60s, and still maintains today. It goes up ahead there where that snag is and tees in with the old Maben Road that goes into Little Oak Flat, way over there behind those trees, about half a mile away. The old place, the old Kelly homestead, where the Kellys and the Jobs and the Edwards and then my grandparents, the Whitneys, lived. But we're going to take this road put in by Department of Forestry here that goes off to the right. Fairly newest version of the roads up here. And we're going to see where it goes. So here we go. Evidently, Live Oak Park was on Buena Vista Road. This cattle guard up here was put in by the Department of Forestry. Nice big S-bend here so I get the fire trucks in to Big Oak Flat. Buckeye trees still in bloom. That gate post before the cattle guard down below, this is where the gate was. And you know who had to get out and open that every time we went up this road. North slope of Red Hill, brushy, brushy, brushy. This road doesn't get much travel anymore. No traffic to Big Oak Flat. Just us squirrel hunters driving around on it. Gonna run off with a big mudslide right here. Got to go over it. Oh, wildflowers still in bloom. Purple. There's section 11 up there. That's the best buck hunting country within walking distance. More pretty purple flowers. There's the old place down there, right behind that giant valley oak. That's where the original Kelly cabin was built. Lived in by Kellys, then Jobs, then Edwards. Maven, I think, briefly lived there. And then my grandparents moved in 21. My Uncle Kenneth, the middle son, rebuilt the cabin right on the same footprint basically. A big valley oak was always in the backyard. Right next to it on the left is a big old giant sycamore tree. Nobody lives up here now. My uncle, he's 92, 93, he's still hauls stuff in and out of here. Beautiful country. Off in the back there, kind of a flat, that's Little Oak Flat. Big old granite rock. Little green grass here on the north side. Gooseberries. Good pie if you got enough time to pick some. They're even red. Be ready to pick in a month or so. There's a reservoir my grandpa put in the 50s. It's got a little bit of water in it because there's a little green over there where the water comes out of that cement pipe. Not much water. Dribble. This is where the old Kittle Hill Road here that went through the old homestead down below, right through the barnyard. Comes through here and crosses the new Department of Forestry road, continues off to the right. We're going to stick on the road built for the fire trucks here on the left. A little wider, a little bit of roadbed, nice big wide turns. A lot of trees on the north side, but a lot of them lost in the drought. I bet there's probably a 20% kill rate on these oak trees in the drought over the last few years. Really hard. Grass may not be as green as it should be, but the trees are still bright green. Red Hill right there. Jump a hog or a deer off of that one if you walk on it. There's the old road, the Big Oak Flat. We're running parallel to it now. So roads made out of red clay, hence the name Red Hill. When it used to rain on here, when this road was slick from most of the traffic, the rain would make this road slick as a skating rink. A white knuckle ride if you were coming down it, because I was always a passenger sitting over here on the downhill side. More flowers, pretty pretty. Imagine how beautiful this country was when the poppies came out. Lake Kauai way out there. Started that lake in '58, finished it in '62. A lot of people had to give up their life properties, been in the families for years, to the government, vacate and move on so they could put that lake in, prevent flooding down in the valley. Reservoir right down here below us. The old Kelly homestead down there, those buildings. Flat to the left of the homestead was all garden back in the day. If you had a homestead up here, you had to subsistence farm it. You couldn't run down and buy groceries every other day. It was a solid day to get down there and back. Beautiful view. Looking northwest and west. Buckeye tree. Okay, there's the gate right there. That's where the Whitney property ends and the Boswell property begins. Proceed down this road approximately a quarter mile and you'll be on Big Oak Flat. Going by the L.P. Carter homestead on your left. Came up in the 1860s, one of the very first homesteaders up here in this area. But I'm going to get off here. I'm going to walk back to show you my vista. This has always been, I thought, the most beautiful spot on the range. Place to get the best view from. A wayward bovine over there somewhere. Right here on this big rock. Those oak trees didn't used to be here 20, 30, 40 years ago. So, back then, you scan the horizon from Red Hill all the way to those hills on the other side of Horse Creek over there. All the way out to the Kauai River, Kauai Lake. Road 198 goes around that lake. North part of section 10. Section 11 starts up there in that saddle and goes to the east. Little Oak Flat down there. Still a little wet down there in some areas. You can see some grass or some old wheat or oats growing down there on that flat. Grandpa used to plant pumpkins and melons and what have you, and then turn the hogs out down there and let them feed off that flat. Buckeye tree still in bloom. The greens fading fast to yellows and golds and then browns. Well, that's it. We're on the upper end of the Whitney Ranch, and the rest of it is down below us here, or off in that direction on that hill over. My cabin's on the other side of that hill from us right here. That's it.